Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. What I say to that female and everyone like her is you should be afraid to live, not afraid to die. And I mean literally. I don't speak in code. You should be afraid of your flesh living in this evil world instead of your flesh being killed and your soul leaving this evil world. These people are evil. They're monsters. And you're selling out your soul so you can trigger parts of your brain and feel like, some comfort or some pleasure or, manipulating the part of your brain that has to do with survival, right? Fight or flight, and trying to just survive. And that's a mistake. You see, the whole world has been forged in a certain way for you to embrace principles. You're going to die one day anyway. Why are animals willing to risk hurting themselves to defend their children if survival is all there is to it? And what is the essence of the virtue of that idea if it is virtuous? And when people are reproducing evil, you have to ask yourself if it is virtuous. Why didn't you see God in me and love me? Why are you so addicted to doing what they say, right? Addiction, alpha, diction. And I hate speaking that way, but their wordplay proves that I'm right. Their wordplay proves that they're manipulating you and getting you to waste your lives. One of the most important words you need to remember is the word waste. It's a play on words for way, set. And set is in the word settle. And set the stage and set up. Okay, who is telling you the truth about this and pointing you to the actual exit? And who says some kind of cultural or racial or political or sexual agenda for you? What does it mean to transcend? The trance end. To train for the end. Where you're living for the despicable trickle-down rape energy lives that they've convinced you to live. One of the most obvious examples of it is the porn star. And that's why this female in this picture, instead of being modest, or whoever, it's a computer image or whatever, instead of being dressed in a modest way, my mode and modest, damn set. Damsel and damn set, modest. Play on words for damn set. Modest relative to the mode set. And Set is a deity of the principles of evil, whose Greek equivalent is Zeus, and these white people took over the world and they control all these governments, including the Chinese government, white Jew and LGBT, crypto Jews, their cultures, communism. Why didn't they just shed it completely? Because they're stuck in the prison of Western psychology, of the Western occult. So, what is the right thing to do? The right thing to do is see past their little gimmicks, like changing my voice and my speech patterns. Focus on the principles, because they can manipulate your brain with technology, fumes, drugs, remote mind control, which is extremely potent and extremely effective. And the evidence is all over the place. These people put a man on the moon years and years ago. And it was more important for them to control people's minds than to put a man on the moon. To understand the situation. Love isn't trying to get someone to be evil so you can have sex with them and pretend that you're living a holy life or a decent life or a worthwhile life. That's not love. That's betrayal. That's betraying their very soul, their heart, their spirit. Why do you choose those who betray you and betray God? Why don't you choose the one who loves God and loves you? Who's showing you the way out of hell? If you're going through hell, get the hell out of there. Keep going. Don't keep going on their path. Enter through me, the gate to heaven. And even if this was a video game where there's magically no afterlife, why would you want to live a long life of being your oppressor's sex slave and toy? By pretending you're not? Or listening to people who say, we're not doing that. No. Yes, you are. You think you know better than the top martial artist ever? Then let's go point by point. They can't beat me at sparring, and they can't beat me at mental sparring, debate, going point by point, because I am right. I am the way, the truth, and the life. And they are wrong. I'm upset for the right reasons. And when they get mad, it's because their complex is triggered, and you know it. Search your soul, search your mind, write your thoughts down, get them together. Do the logic. Reason. Don't be slack in your work, in organizing your thoughts and planning your course. If you don't plan your course, the devil plans it for you, and you've lost.